spots him out though.
Yeah, see if they want to still steamroll in towards this side of B, because that's where the Cypher utility is.
Drones at least into the cage. Monette taking him down through the cage. Hyunmin, though, alongside the rest of the team from DRX, have pushed up north side.
Yeah, and of course you got to remember, no Cypher means no info on a situation like this for RRQ, and how many numbers there might have been up here, but 3 players to come on through, and that's all they have to contend with now as Marco falls.
Yeah, Salvo's burnt as well. Just Hyunmin able to, kind of play it, but yes, he stunned himself, and that buys time for Xfero, who is sneaking through tunnel, spots him out. That's Estrella down, and he looks for a second one as well. Just Hyunmin left, and they kind of know where he is already. Monette will happily peek over.
Nice little
plan as well, but right now just the relay bolt to try to stall and delay. Monette, though, will chase.
Gonna be stopped by the salvos, though you switch in towards the sands at the moment and still look for more. There's an opener.
Off through sands as well. Look at this. You got the fault line going over, and Estrella completely stunned and dinged up. Got just Mako left trying to hop on over, but even the dinks not quite fully connect.
Happen for DRX over at this A side of things you'll expect.
Yeah, straight in with fault line as well as the fast lane, but Hyunmin just tucked in the side. He's able to deal with Monette real quick. Jemkin to exchange, and then for the team to kind of regroup themselves.
Yeah, both Neons. See you later. Try and refigure out some information. So Teo drone up towards the dish. It's going to see that no one's home, and this is the time where RRQ don't necessarily need to stretch too far. An upgrade will present all rifles for RRQ now.
Time at least to try to survive.
And no one's really rotated from DRX either. They weren't 100% sure if it was going to hit here.
Mako, he is quick on it though, and with the spams does quite a bit of damage as well. Unfortunate for
the ring towards A main a lot of the time until they kind of condition their opponents to switch up. So they will get A main control. Wouldn't be surprised if Hyunmin actually wanted to go for the orb, but they'll go further with the information. He's got the weapon in hand to try and find an opener, but it's going to be Marco instead.
Good pinch.
And now they do get a gun upgrade as well. So all in all, things work out, and you didn't put a priority on trying to get an overdrive. Bane, still killless, but with a stinger in the tower, can do some good damage. I say that, but he's taken out by the salvos. Pushy.
Painful. Monette then kind of flooding back in with his team as well. Is trying to play close by.
Yeah, you say painful, I say baneful, because he copped a full lot of that utility there. 40 seconds.
And Hyunmin to hold now. Ooh, decent double kill. Mako to hold the off angle, and he's good on the spams. Just with Monette and Jemkin. Jemkin tries to hold the angle close range though, but that's been quickly dealt with. Estrella now coming.
You're like that. Well, number one, change your agent lineups. That's always going to be a way to change things up. And so far, so good for RRQ on that mark. Meanwhile, Monette and Hyunmin, once again, both Neons down first.
You might argue that it's a bigger kill just considering the fact that it's the op that was robbed away. Estrella now coming back in just to check in alongside the fault line, but a solo peek and he's punished for it. Oh, they have a shorty, that's my question. It does buy enough time for the main weapons to come back online, so not really needed so far. 10 seconds left. RQ has got to go. Bane, so far so good, able to hold out the back lines. RQ just trying to push up from tree now, while Mako and Freeing find kills each for themselves. Mako on for the 3K.
The operator as well. Okay. Yet again attained for Hyunmin.
Not quite sounded off yet. Monette trying to jump peek to bait out the shot, but whoa, midair. Just completely sniped this time. This is one that RQ might not expect. The Molly, though, now noted, does buy some time. They will continue to push on through with that orbital strike, but still decent kills found on the side of DRX.
Spike has to get in towards it. Time to be bought with the Armageddon of Kushi actually finally going in, but it's Hyunmin with the smoke fading. The overdrive is in. Traded out by Xfero.
Reposition just to possibly get more space to close up the distance. Bane still not fully detected so far. Until now. Stutter steps over. Fault line's back in, but Estrella good on the spams. Just for the final one, running out of ammo. Crazy guy, a last-ditch sprint into the main position, and it's Bane who stands tall.
Yeah, the crowd, you know, getting electric in a lot of these rounds for DRX, of course. That's something that we didn't touch upon too much in its entirety.
Go they will. You still have Freeing on the Tejo.
Yeah.
His utility spent.
You do have all of main as well as DRX, and, well, an orbital strike.
Good position to play off of. Hyunmin, though, continuing to hold the angle. It's Xfero inside of the smoke. It's left undetected.
No
the
way.
trigger discipline now coming alive. He finds the first, looks for the next, but Mako quick to deal with it. Onto the spike, though. Estrella almost sticking it all the way through. Crazy Guy will deal with his opponent, his counterpart, just there and then. Bane and the rest of them all, though. Neural Theft coming through as well. They've spotted out all their final opponents' positions. Mako trying to spray and trickle them down. As Cushy hops on over, Mako will find the 4K. And
towards the site for the challenge. So well done for DRX there. A golf clap for RRQ, who now in this new round played a little bit slower. A lot of the stingers, and one phantom for Xfero.
an attempt at rushing through from Tree. Not too bad so far, but with the overdrive going over, Mako quick on the draw, just holds the angle down. Monyet instantly eliminated. Aggressive RQ then trying to rotate off forward. Xfero for the lurk, sussed out as well.
Yeah, they hold up and make sure that Monyet's not able to find anything with the overdrive. And now that they start to immediately book it towards the A side of things, freeing is going to be here early. Salvo's online, but it's the crosshair to look at.
I mean, at this point, it's just a full stampede. He hears all of it, so ready for the quick first kill. Decent trade coming out from Crazy Guy, so that's a weapon picked up. But he's still got so many more threats to neutralize. Trying to hold the off angle to play spoiler around it. Mako quickly dispatched of. Fault line sent back over. Certainly expecting someone from Sands as well as a main, because she might have heard the single step. He's trying to play close range with the stinger, but look at that. Swings out from a strand. Crazy Guy trying to hold it down, but 1v2 Hyunmin sliding up.
Yeah, I mean, they knew that he was there, right? He'd already found the first kill in towards Mako a little bit earlier on.
Fast lane's back in. We've seen this before. Monyet still trying to toss
that's the salvo,
as much
mate.
as possible, but the salvos, they will burn up at his feet. Armageddon sent in as well. It's a bit of a retake attempt.
Yeah, I mean, look at the rotations with the door. That is so Giga Brain from Mako. Using the stim beacon to open the door. The relay bolt doesn't go the right way, but it doesn't matter because the kills currently are. One back for Xfero.
So much info found, and in with the Steel Garden as well. Just an attempt at pushing DRX further back. 2-on-4 though, and Xfero needing to come up huge in this close range duel. Flash dodged, second flash over, but look at that. Triple peaked, low HP is Crazy Guy. But he still tries and stands tall. Looks to fight back, but in with the peeks out. Just Hyunmin slithering all over the place.
Yeah, I mean, Neons do provide a different breed of Valorant at the moment, but when you've got these players that are just super...
From Hyunmin again.
Yep. But it's not going to happen. Xfero falling on back. You can't play in the tower here as RRQ.
Absolutely right. The first
no,
component of that will go through. Spike not yet planted just yet. Counter Rolling Thunder as well. Monyet looking to capitalize with a judge, but the shorty will quickly decimate him. Off to the next, it's going to be Crazy Guy out towards Tree. Hyunmin chiming in as well from the canteen spot, but the spike finally goes down. Jemkin trying to hold the angle. Cushy as well. And they will fend off DRX for now. The Armageddon flushing them out. They're into the open where the kills will come through. Just Mako left. He was up huge with 44 big kills from yesterday's game, but this time quickly spotted out in
poor position. Well, he's not going to be able to do that, you'd expect. Bane try and find one.
Oh, but the drone. So that will offset the Bucky reload timing. Monyet fully capitalizing on it to then capture the site for the spike plant soon enough. Hyunmin with the overdrive, though. He's looking to get spicy with it. Unfortunately, Spice is something that Xfero is really familiar with, so just 3v5 right now with lesser guns.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate stun, wasn't it?
Positions being held currently as well. Estrella just trying to, sidestep in. Not too bad off the stinger kill. Mako to swing, but still, you're contending with the RRQ greats, Monyet, Crazy Guy. They're all having these angles locked in. Estrella just hoping for any consolation pickups at this point. The bot line comes back in. He's trying to dodge all of them. He gets another kill. Not too bad, but still armed.
With the incendiary, needs some good position off it.
Thinks better to toss it over to the top of the site. Info. Bane, though, inside of the cage, and that's Neural Theft. Jemkin, or not entirely yet picked up. Situation does not favor such a scenario, so needing to push up front, they try to play around the smokes in towards tower, where Bane is holding true off to Jestix Sparrow now, and he's quickly, instantly killed. That's that RQ are looking for these firefights, trying to contend with the spike plants as they go through. The fault line coming in now, and look at this crossfire, perfectly set up by RRQ. Relay bolt as well, it stuns them up, and Monyet quick on the flicks, off to it, he finds a 3K, but Freeing trades right back.
Plant goes down, Cage, for when that smoke starts to fade as well, will provide some safety. I think he saw him over the top of the cage, he did! And now it's all down to Kushi.
He does have the salvos. Slight drone as well, kind of knows where his opponents are. Will deal with Freeing real quick. And off to the final bogey, Bane trying to slip through off to the other side. Kushi sticks it to halfway, spots out the head, but Bane, he will land the sharp
round. So we'll see what damage they are going to do.
A lot of noise, RQ all rotating on over. Trying to play close range, right click will be found. And met with more contest as DRX continues to try to force their way out of this smoke. Decent shots found though with the rifles, but still Monyet able to deal with most of it all. Rifles now picked up.
Cross there, make it a little bit more difficult. It could be cool.
Well, okay, Mako has an incendiary to toy with. Goes with time peak. Ooh, quick vault line.
20 HP, but he is using these regen shields, so he will be back up. Time though afforded to Crazy Guy to get the Bulldog and reposition.
Yeah, it's a Bulldog on the other side, so even with the regen shield.
He's looking at the right angle too, 30 seconds.
You would consider Mako trying to play off of timing. Trying to cause his opponents to sweat. He's playing with the positioning as well, but in with the sidestep. It's an easy angle.
Near entirety. You got full south side control, you've got B side control. The only way they come in is through dish or through arcade, and now you know.
Right. Full intel gained. Angles kind of favor Bane as well as he peeks on over with the crouch.
There could be a plan here, honestly. No one's going to be able to deny that one, so DRX will fashion that up.
Decent money, but still in with the peeks out now. It's going to be Crazy Guy dealing with Mako. Looking to launch this assault onto the side from tree side. Estrella, if he is able to find that one frag, that would be Rolling Thunder. The Aftershock, oh, almost. Sends out yet another, repositions. It's going to be Freeing who sneaks all the way through though.
Remove the ult. Oh, can't do it.
Oh, Monyet desperately trying to keep the round alive, but Freeing, look at that tap. Continues to peek into the spike defuse as well, and it just completely disrupts it all.
Sure.
Stats-wise. Nonetheless, it's still going to be RQ, or trying to hold off to this arcade position. Monyet with his own stinger at play, but you got DRX with a split push from both ends. RQ not entirely sure where to look as Mako comes alive.
Literally in the spot for an Armageddon and an orbital strike to give you a bad day.
Right. Just completely hunkered down, especially with the Vi's utility, trying to go for these fights head on. Gunman looking to sidestep it, but will still be quickly sussed out. 86, as it were, and here comes the utility combo. Burns and completely raises everyone to the ground.
And now with the Neural Theft, you've got the information as well, courtesy of Bane. Monyet caught with gun, not in hand. Consider them changing their approach, but a Rolling Thunder in, they want to go.
All right, just continuing to push through, foot off, not off the gas pedal.
Well, it should be.
But that's when RRQ exactly
they should have
stalls their
reverse.
engine. Yeah, finds
the round after.
Right, much sorely needed cash. Look at how they're able to collect on another free weapon as well. Oh, okay.
Ambitious, Xferro.
Xferro was on that. It can be a little bit risky. We'll see how the utility fares out for them. Both crucial alt players. Well, one at least coming out from this tree position. Meanwhile, the Rolling Thunder let rip into the site. Kushi, so far so good, but here comes Bane. Quickly 86th. It's just down to Mako alongside Estrella, who unfortunately gets gunned down. So in with the utility, it's down to a numbers game. Hyunmin trying to stay alive. He managed to deal with the first, but Kushi quick to play contact. And RRQ will continue onward, forward.
It gets close. It gets close. Just Kushi there.
Might be one of the last few buys that DRX can afford soon enough.
This is ambitious from Monyet. Will this be expected by DRX whatsoever when the sky smoke starts to fade? The answer is going to be no.
Still though on the other side, Bane will quickly dispatch of him. That smoke was
to catch your opponents off guard. So let's see if xFaro does.
With the way that DRX are moving, though, I certainly expect them to check the corners at the very least. But oh, crouched into it. xFaro will collect onto 2 skulls. In with the overdrive, Hyunmin presses onto the pedal. Into the site, just cushy, tucked away, springs out, low HP Hyunmin. But unfortunately, his teammate falls. 1v1 now, and it's still possible. But a full kit afforded to Crazy Guy, and there is a chance. Spike planted.
Ooh, will he see him through the corner of anything?
None so far. Crazy Guy, sudden peek. And it's just Hyun. Time for his teammates to come back in through. Orbital strike to prevent xFaro from escaping, though. And he's got the judge. But in with the right clicks is freeing. Close range, Mako. Trying to smoke off even further, but the spams! Spike has been dropped. And that does not bode well for DRX. They might have the crossfire set up, but still this buys further time. RRQ all in position. Mako, ooh, oh, he made a sound.
Yeah, he's not going to check this one, you'd expect.
Down to the final 2. Just Bane and freeing up from tower. Fast lanes up. They're all kind of getting stunned. The salvos will buy some time. Bane trying to get some crosshair placements, but still in for the trades. Numbers game once again. Freeing has to come up huge to possibly close out the map, but his HP is way too low. RRQ, all they got to do is hold down mouse 1, and they will push themselves.
These defusers in the last few rounds. And you also push DRX onto the week-old buy, so you would expect double digits for RRQ, though a different look right now for DRX. Hyunmin finally wins a quick engagement towards A main.
And that's the side already captured. You also have Bane slowly creeping up from south side. Still though, RRQ in position from the Raptor spot. They will be able to snipe out a couple of players. Spike then coming back in. Drone spotted as well, so no true suppression. Freeing might be able to play with the retakes on this. Oh, Mako, what a peek!
Freeing has the ult, remember?
Yeah,
but
exactly.
He's stuck on the side. Ooh.
So he just sends it out. Just try to push his opponents offline. Mako now coming in with lineups.
Yeah, but it's a little bit too late, unfortunately. That can just be stuck on the defuse for Jemkin, and he knows it as well. So the round is done. Bane, he's not even going to get an upgrade of a weapon. He's just going to stick with the Sheriff in towards the next round. So that's actually...
Freeing certainly aware. Oh, look at Monyen with the movement. Still though, Bane comes in with the assist.
You expect another one.
They will push. Oh, and it's xFaro. Double kill picked up. Arc Rose to flash and gather more space as well, but look at the sight. Mako, the multi-kill king himself, and he's finding a couple more, but Cushy answers back as well.
Freeing has no salvos, 30 seconds. He has to challenge, but it's planted open.
Has to go for the gunplay. In for the smokes, and he's trying to get him off of the spike, but Cushy sticks it to halfway. Continuing to stick all the way through now. Oh, and there it is. Defuse down to 3 seconds. Okay.
Still got an incendiary as Jemkin. The Sheer has not popped as well. You've got a spot from Monyen in A main, by the way. And now a stealth drone going up to Dish, so you're getting some info. But what you've got is RRQ. Get out of dodge. He doesn't need to stay around. He can get crunched upon with an Armageddon, though, that goes in to try and stave off DRX's advances.
So it does buy some further time, but look at DRX bypassing it through the sands instead. Smoked off Rafters as well, and RQ trying to get back some space. The flashpoint is good. Hyunmin, though, into a tiny position, able to snipe down Crazy Guy.
How do you defend the spike, though, playing up at the Dish with 2 of them?
It's all stuck in towards this one final spot. Cushy turns back around on ahead, and he's going to push further on into the side, down to the 1v1s. xFaro needs the headshot. He crouches down, tries to offset the crosshair placement, but freeing with the swing.
Around here if they don't want to, but they will opt to now with Mako making his rotation as well to this site.
Oh, but quick in through the salvos. Cushy not too bad though, still able to find angles. Yeah, through the wall. It's going to be DRX continuing to push up front. Then for Crazy Guy to try to play around this Raptor spot, it's still tricky.
Yeah, they're just going to line up for freeing. I mean, you don't have a little bit of
information on their defensive half. Right now it's just the pistols, so they're trying to stay tucked in. All 4 stacked up on this B site. Close range, up on top of yellow. Hyunmin quickly dealt with. Bringing the rest of them though, trying to push up front now, but still the Bulldogs will stand on top of the classics as Estrella finds yet another Jemkin crazy guy.
Freeing and Bane, they're quite low.
Maybe slightly possible. Spike not yet planted. I think they've kind of sent the weapons and the spikes over onto the right people. Freeing, he's farther back. It's okay. Just more kills coming up for RRQ now until, yeah, low HP, Mako able to collect on the ghost kills.
For sure. See how far Australia wants to get in before potentially even using it, or maybe holding it for the post plant.
Oh.
Nevertheless, none. Denied.
Just spam one, yeah. So calls for RRQ to push up front. That's where DRX just looks to play post plant up around pipes. It's just down to the firefight. Spams on over through the smoke, but still is Xfero sticking it to halfway through. Cushy doing a good job as pushing up front, and with the crossfires, it manages to prevent DRX from pushing even closer back in. The spike will be defused.
Of A, which is heavily stacked, which would be extremely interesting.
You could say that this is RQ reading DRX's game plan, right? This is the exact same thing that they ran just in the previous round, and now the positions hold up. It's gonna be crazy guy.
It kind of is just him calling for the team to rotate on over. And that does mean a bit of a free plant can go down.
Somewhat. Oh, the spams. Mako so low. The snake bite will kill him instead. Jemkin off to the trades as well. Just down to Hyunmin, who fortunately got spotted out way too quick. RRQ.
The charger here. Oh, already down to 16 though. That's rough.
Still gonna look for something
okay,
though.
Mind.
Updrafts upwards into a kill, but in with the Armageddon from Crazy Guy.
Australia tried to stick the spike through that as well.
Spike denied, truly. Then the suppress as well. Hyunmin not quite able to use the blades any longer. Decent stun, but still a lot of assistance as RRQ have the site completely surrounded. Hyunmin not quite able to find much with the blades. RRQ, they're pushing down mid as well. Pit comes alive, and Monyet's whole duty is to just stay alive. So far, so good on the shorty kill, but Bane with the spams. That's the Pit quickly dealt with.
And an null command out from Australia because finally he's actually alive. He's not dead for the first little bit of this one. Flank, though, already coming through from Jemkin.
And Australia needing to stay alive alongside his team as well for this post plant. But here comes RRQ. Crazy guy off of contact. A well-timed peek. 3v3. And also, DRX being aware, a little bit paranoid about players towards the back. Yep, spots him out by the torso. Crazy guy. Just being able to continue cause mayhem towards the back. DRX beginning to sweat. They're trying to hold shoulder to shoulder around 410, but still with the positions noted. Cushy! Multi-kill picked up.
Yeah, we really need to see DRX find some free opening kills and settle down a little bit, right? They're trying to force their way back in towards the site after...
Classic with the executes into the site to the spiked plant. Question is, can they hold it?
Stingers around this side is not bad.
Yeah, really close, especially when both of them are stacked up against each other like that, but still Monyet will be able to neutralize at least one. Dispatches the next as well. And you've got Blades, Jemkin, looking to kick up a storm under the site. Swift and precise will be Xfero as he swings off to the next position. And then the spike to get stuck all the way through. Oh my god, he gets the kill just at the end of it.
Another situation, man. Another situation where the spike is a meeting presence.
Right, we'll kind of write the previous round off just because they had stingers. This time it should be a lot better, but what a flash coming out from Cushy. That's what you want in a KO. You got the pit, sure enough, but counter lockdown being placed in. RRQ happy to stay and stick around, hovering around as DRX looks for a way to escape. So far, not quite able to do just that. And they have the Viper's Pit surrounded as well. Jemkin, alongside Cushy, just picking every single DRX player one by one, all apart, down into the final kill, and the defuse stuck in as well.
Another scenario where RRQ are already with 5 members surrounding the ace numbers because DRX don't recognize yet that there's a B site on this map. It's A, it's A, it's always A.
Yeah, there's more to the map. At least Mako is beginning to go on this expedition and chart further paths for his team right now. There you see the lurk coming a little bit more active and also working with some micro plants around this toxic screen. Hyunmin pushing it along his team, and it just completely decimates the...
Knowing that you've got money for next round, and DRX might not.
Just to dive in. Why not? made some sounds. Hyunmin will be the first to peek. No subsequent peeks needed. Can you find Xpharaoh? That would help out so much in the post plant. Smako trying to sneak around, sneak through. Oh, the tailwind. Xpharaoh, though, still able to take down Freeing. That's the spike.
Yeah.
Hello? Snake bite just to prevent Xpharaoh from regaining position. But at this point, 15 seconds left. DRX. I feel like they're kind of lost in the sauce. Mako, though, still good on the multi-kills. Hyunmin good for the kills as well. Just Jemkin left. 5 seconds, but they're not able to take him down. Spike plant all the way through. Can Estrella take this 1v1? He's pinned down. His shoulder peaked, and it's Jemkin to hold the angle. RRQ, what?
I don't know about that one from Hyunmin, to be completely honest with you. Remember too, so does that make DRX second guess how they're going to try and attack in towards this site?
Oh, they haven't quite noted the op as well. Armageddon into op kit.
Omen on this map, for example, where Bane had played that before against Paper X instead of this Killjoy.
Yes.
Because Flashback was
Kind of a long time
give
ago.
that one.
Ooh. Well, Flicks this time somewhat whiffed. It does allow for DRX to push up further up front, but still cushy. Unfortunately, it will be 86th. Down to Monyet, Xpharaoh, both up around rafters. The spike still down on the ground, and it still is timing for RQ to push up front. Oh no, they tried to pick it up. Xpharaoh just marks the position. Mako, though, good on the first. 10 seconds left, and he drops the curtain just to...
Great successes, right? Null command and lockdown. Gonna be gorgeous if they can get into a situation like that, but of course it means that DRX has to start.
And they're kind of waiting for each other, aren't they?
Playing a game of chess at the moment. Which piece can we exchange and sacrifice for another?
Especially the pawns first. Oh, and that's just going to be Jemkin now. Orsa's DRX's hand. They will continue to try to push in, especially with the stuns as well. But RQ still in position. The toxic screen does provide additional value as well. Cushy now, crazy guy. Xpharaoh finding all one apiece.
Yeah, that's a really quick flood to come out from our...
DRX keeping more players hovering around this A site, looking for information.
Now scaling up now, Xpharaoh finds a stray up, first casualty.
Stuck from pipes. Bane then went up from screens, but you still got Hyunmin undetected up from the top of rafters. RQ looking for the safe spike plant, but you got DRX close by. The utility's already somewhat spent, so they're looking to push up. Tailwind's away, but look at Quishy, crazy guy as well. All able to watch for these angles where the pistols are sharp and deadly.
Yeah, just Bane and Freeing to see what damage they're going to be able to deliver, it feels like now.
Yeah, you kind of know that they're all towards the back. Monyet then slipping past towards the back. He's looking to slice them at the back of their necks. Crazy guy for the fun. Taking it slow and easy so far, dealing with early utility.
Yeah, it's good to see that DRX know that there's a B site now on this defensive side.
Dispel the fog of war, if you will, but, well.
Be enough to dispel it with the spike and deny any extra ult orbs.
Just deny. Bane has a sheriff. He's feeling lucky today. Oh, but Xpharaoh, fortunate enough to find one towards the back. Suddenly DRX find themselves in a really uncomfortable position, turn back around. Estrella, not too bad, but still down to the final two with Class 6.
It's just
let's calm down.
It's just the two pistol players that lost their life. You know, it's okay for RRQ in this sort of scenario. They take the rest of the 3 weapons that they invested with here. Xpharaoh and Jemkin held on to their own money going into that round. So this immediately, though, feeling the pressure at this B site is Mako, and he needs some assistance. What a gorgeous pop flash. The challenge is certainly on, and he weathers it. He wins one.
And Jemkin will be able to even out the odds. Not really suppressed, though. 10 seconds for these salvos to come back online, so Crazy Guy needing to stay alive. You got the Killjoy utility to watch the back, so now you just got to watch the front, where Jemkin and Xpharaoh are good on the spams. A triple kill picked up now. It's just Mako left alive, not able to do too much.
Go too early, so they'll wait for the rest of their utility to come online.
Oh, he's gonna get hit by the first initial salvo anyway. Off towards the back now, and that's exactly where Jemkin wants to be. Got salvos to counter back, but still, you got so many spots to plant around this A site where Jemkin continues to decimate just Mako, and it's so unfortunate.
I mean, he certainly would need to be the Doombringer in this one, wouldn't he? For a 1 versus 4 with the Sheriff.
Don't know how much doom he can bring. Okay, that's a decent start.
There is a flank coming through from Monyet.
He wouldn't know. So Mako, unfortunately, back's turned towards screens. Does find the first, but as he runs around back, oh, Monyet. Oh, he's been spotted now. The spike will go off, but kill still found.
He's just toying with his food. He knows he's won the round there. It doesn't matter. He'll go down for the shenanigans. Oh, I wonder what the end of that one was.
Okay. Thankfully, got caught up at the right time. Now we do have a bit of a Hail Mary pass from DRX, though, and trying to look for the gunfights.
Still wins it as well.
It's Jemkin. Hyunmin, on the other hand, though, has an op.
But what can you do around this A site? This is not a safe position. Neither is gathering an orb in the open. Unfortunately, Xfero in for the trade as they're getting in towards the site with advantage.
Right, multiple angles, all covered, and DRX continue to try to fight back, try to hold down the site. So far, high and low. It's going to be a tough position to contend for. Quickly spotted out, but the shot's not quite connecting. Just Jemkin, still sharp and lethal. Hyunmin to try to peek around the corner, but I'm sorry to say this round is probably gonna go off the wayside. He goes up the zip line, and Monyet will happily staying true to their setup, 2-3 split. Right now, the positions that they are holding as well, stairs as well as waterfall. Sudden decision for RRQ then to route themselves possibly into B, but that's when DRX also still has players online. So straight into the C site they will stream. And you got DRX in spades on this spot. Still though, the pistol shots from RRQ ringing true right now. 10 seconds left to get the spike down, but they don't necessarily need it. 4v. Fall line spent, he knows exactly where Crazy Guy would be. So that does the first. Into the smokes, Monyet might just be able to push into the back of Mako, and there it is.
Good pistol round. Heard it on the desk earlier, right? This is the map where the IGLs probably need to step up, and a lot of great calling.
Yeah, we've seen Crazy Guy step up in that department on Icebox.
Yeah.
Which loaders right now, though, especially with the guns in their hands. Just classic. Move up front. Jemkin possibly able to gate crash. Well, no, not quite. He's just looking for as much as he can with this ghost right now.
Forehead.
Easy.
Don't flash yourself like that, boy.
No, it's okay. Spot time. He's gathering information for the team. And time for Xfero to sneak up from the back to find the...
Now rotated close fully. Marco not able to find any opportune moments to gain an advantage early on in this round for DRX. Meanwhile, it's going to be Hyunmin instead. Jemkin down. Kind of go time for RRQ to this B site though.
Right, tried to kind of overstay his welcome, but right now with the mid-round calls, quick and decisive, RRQ will be able to bulldoze their way into this B site. Freeing though, inside of the smokes, might be able to play spoiler, and he does! 2 kills, 3 kills, and it just completely throws around upside.
But though, of course, too early for that, as it's once again the A-Rubble control and contest that RRQ will weather. Oh. As I say that though, maybe not. Marco actually getting the literal tail-end bullet through the corner of that rotating door.
Oh, and he's still spamming. Ooh,
cheeky.
Xfero, Crazy Guy. They were within range of getting domed, but right now it's going to be Xfero who finds the frag on towards Bane. Clone instantly dealt with. Mako not able to sidestep. Hyunmin though turns back around.
He's got the rocket
deals
too.
with Crazy Guy, but
shut down.
Still the paint shells at the very least.
Look at the spike though, Quack.
Kind of buys time, yes.
At Rubble.
Not quite picked up. Jemkin's looking to go for it, and he's able to hold the angle. Very aware.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate that the DRX members in the breaking room are not there to hit the shots together, and
dimensional drift play into a weaker bot DRX on the C site.
Yeah,
so everyone's been spotted out.
Yeah, try and trap him out with the dimensional drift and the salvos, though now is the time for RRQ to get in, isn't it?
Good dinks all backsides, but Gate crashes away into safety. You got kills coming up from Monyet, and Bane is able to answer back, but still, without the guns, it's weaker firepower, and it's so tough to be able to withstand the push RRQ then looking for the spike plant. Still not entirely sure if it's safe enough. Mako looking for some possible angles.
I mean, the Stingers in this situation, man.
You think?
Like, they can absolutely wreck them.
Oh, it all comes down to the positions, but unfortunately Mako has been spotted out, and it's just the classic left. Decent shot coming out through with the headshot, but
Crazy Guy can Rolling Thunder in if they spot anything, which is exactly what he's going to do with the counter Nightfall, though. That kind of does hold some proceedings for the remainder of the RRQ squad, but Jemkin still somehow able to find the kill, and Cushy to follow.
yeah, close quarters, and then to watch for the waterfall angle as well. Just Mako and Hyunmin left. Hyunmin maybe looking to sneak one over, but
no.
Oh, slight sidesteps, and he's able to still at least collect RQ. This time, staggering.
This is where you got to be really careful as Mako, because if you're spotted out by this drone
Here's
real early, there's a flash as well to come out. You should be dead to rights.
Oh God, he managed to spot one out at least, but it was a clone. Hyunmin then for the double kill, but Crazy Guy for the trades right back. Bane looking to b-hop himself into safety. Got Baby Door broken off apart, but Xfero with a sudden lurk springing over on towards Estrella. Freeing.
He needs the gun at least here to allow freeing on lower HP.
Not even looking for the Prowler play even. RQ though, they have a slight chance to possibly sneak on over, but instead they will walk straight into Bane's crosshairs. The trade found. Crazy Guy with a one-on-one freeing. Is this where you use the lockdown? No, he sneaks in. Crazy Guy doesn't quite know, but he tucks himself in the corner instead as well. Freeing then to creep on over. Certainly looking for the tap. Crazy Guy pushes over, but he's not looking at the right way, just turns in the nick of time. The third kill found in position.
Bane will throw out a Prowler for the information, but it's no time for RRQ.
Straight in with the Armageddon and the gate crash, but Estrella just marks the position. Then the lockdown coming over. RQ flushed away across the map.
Yeah, you can just get out in that sort of scenario as well. Your job has been done. Now you're trying to contest with a little bit of rotations over to the side of A. Mako does not need to challenge whatsoever. Hyunmin as well. This is looking better for DRX.
Right. Everyone now aware of every single possible position, especially the one where oftentimes Jemkin gate crashes into. That was a pivotal play off towards A link now, and that's where Hyunmin is able to lock down the angle.
Spotting out where Bane is, and he'll be spotting out all of these abilities. The drone removes Hyunmin's rocket.
And he's just stuck into this one spot. Unfortunate as he's not able to come up with some kills, but Mako picks up the slack. 4K found in the round. Crazy Guy.
Right, so see if there's going to be any differences. No. Alarm bot actually managed not to trip. Does that bait them though?
He's got no idea, but
didn't expect him to be so close.
Still watching the angle, that's right.
So nicely done from DRX there. They get the opening engagements won despite the rocket being removed on the back of.
So some decent spams possible, but nonetheless the spike still gets planted. Prowler confirms positioning, but look at Jemkin looking to bypass and to cut them off on rotations as well. Rolling Thunder to buy further time.
Yeah, it hit two of them over towards the C-Link side of things.
Ooh. And if you're a DRX, I mean, considering contending for this heaven position, it's way too tough. Mako steps into the crosshairs. Estrella as well as
C, so they could put more focus on the B side, on towards Rubble. But it just feels like, you know, as soon as Jemkin got in towards the B side there, it was a little bit too difficult to have any follow-up come through from DRX, taking some great space. I don't know how Crazy Guy has...
I mean, so far not seeing too much towards the C side. You still got this 2-2-1 where DRX has a couple players to watch down B. Mako then to find the first. Paranoia as well as TP away. Hyunmin back into position where RQ might not expect him.
Oh, cancelled. Salvos still go on in.
Oh,
Hyunmin has a lot to do here.
He might have been blinded, but the toxic screen.
It helps him.
Yeah, well, also helps RQ to kind of sneak in through from tree though, but is that going to be enough? Mako in position, and he lines them up. Racks up 2 more kills. Xfero then to try to hold it down from backside. 30 seconds left. Just Monyet. He's got to watch out for A-Link as well, though. And that's where Freeing will stab him in the
1 versus 3 scenario.
Looking for a quick hit into the site. Both Vipers on Judge plays. In with a gate crash, though, but that's quickly dealt with. And now you got the Viper screen up.
Yeah, counter pit going in towards the B site. But will the turret actually be able to give you any information with this one as well? They're now contending inside Estrella's pit.
Okay.
He needs to be the judge, the jury, the executioner, but he's spotted out.
Still manages to bang them up, though, just by the trailing.
The shots just rain on out for the remainder of the DRX members. So finally we see something, well coordinated from DRX here. Bloody well, what a shot that one was from Crazy Guy on the timing. I'm saying well coordinated from DRX because this should be their round, but it's the last round of the half.
You never quite know.
Well,
he starts off pretty well, but now not expecting Mako to be in that spot. Ma cleared out pillars as well, so DRX thinking to just really commit into this 1C site. The snake bite drawn out. Still Xfero trying to play around the stairs. Crazy Guy with the off angle. He does find the first, but off to the trades. DRX managed to find more.
All on the site. Hyunmin's off it.
Blinding. Play it close. Hyunmin looking for kills or possibly refresh the utility, but it's not needed. Look at that microflake in a matter of seconds.
The rotations were kind of there for RRQ a little bit earlier on, but just not enough.
Out to the next round now, though. Ooh.
Yeah, Freen caught out by himself. Find some good punishment, but didn't happen on their defensive half.
Well, right now at least, managed to sneak on through it. Flash to hold them back off from spawn as well, but then he's got to watch out for Heaven. Crazy Guy, he's been putting up huge numbers for RRQ, but still with the pistols as they dive on through, the automatic weapons will still find numbers. Off to the last one, though.
1 versus 2.
Yeah, slightly low HP as well. Some decent dinks might do huge favor for Jemkin. Sneaks on over. They're not really peeking out just yet. DRX trying to play it safe as much as possible, but that is a Bulldog now afforded to Jemkin. They know he's on the spike. They try to peek together, and they will manage to do that.
Joy feels different, to put it lightly.
Flashes as well. It's going to be tough for them to retake or re-clear. It's going to spend... Oh,
they don't know.
Expend a lot of utility, and yes, unaware that Jemkin was RRQ still within range. Utility all prepped up and ready to set off. In with the peaks, though, all of a sudden unaware. There are a couple players pushing out from pillar.
They want that gun. You definitely want to see a scenario where that gun is going to be retrievable, but sticking it in the salvos, the plant goes down.
And then for DRX to attempt to hold, the gun unfortunately robbed away as well. RRQ beginning to flood back into the site. It's Jemkin online for the ace. Stolen at the end by Cushy, but still around. Successfully picked up at the end.
Yeah, that's just some sharpshooting to come out from Jemkin and some quick realize some of this utility.
That's what makes it a little bit tougher for them as right now.
Oh, that's so awkward for a straight
Try
up.
to hold and lurk out. Jemkin is able to snuff out that light. On towards the C site now, and that's a tough spot for Crazy Guy to be in, but he will be able to buy some space.
Yeah, Prowler spots him. They've got to have the go time here. They need the advantages, and now they've got a showstopper as well.
Able to force his opponents to feel uncomfortable. Showstopper then deployed. Hyunmin looking to blow Jemkin up if possible, but Jemkin out of the gates. Will find that mound position instead. Back line, and that causes DRX to fumble somewhat. RRQ continuing to push up now and completely blinded. Bane finds himself fully whited. Monyet to pick up the final kill. An expertly maneuvered around retake coming out from RRQ.
It's Jemkin again, man. Honestly, Dimensional Drift with Nightfall could provide some stingers, the quick shots.
Oh, but Monyet, the paranoia just completely collapses on towards DRX. They're trying to hold into safer positions, but look at those stingers, close range. You called it, Komodo.
Get out of there,
Off to the positions now. Hyunmin trying to play around it, still stunned up, still able to sidestep around. Decent damage going over and forces the Nightfall out. It's going to be RRQ then to continue marching up. Just Mako. He's got a stinger. He's playing off towards, well, the most obvious spot. Jemkin already beginning to stick on the spike, and Mako knows his time is up. Looks for 1, maybe 2 kills at the very least, but not too much found. It's around
compression. We'll see. Jemkin has the op as well.
And a quick rolling thunder into Armageddon play. Hyunmin is dead.
Yep.
Just not able to evade it whatsoever. Mako, though, TP's
with the fault line available and an Odin that can still spam out. You're waiting to see what's going to happen on the back of this door.
Oh,
Xfero is in the right spot, dodging out the flash.
He's ready, and there it is. The kill's coming through. It's a bit of a crossfire if you consider the Odin spam as well. Just completely wall-banging everything up. Just Estrella left, and he's not able to get out. RRQ then, though. I mean, it is close range. The Stingers, again, still.
They're not going for this one.
just to play the long game. DRX then to possibly die to the spike until Xfera begins to push in, now tapping onto the spike. Estrella, what are you gonna do? Tucked inside the smoke, Jemkin beginning to stick it all the way through. It's at the right time, but still the kills going all the way over. DRX then able to turn it back around because Mako is
getting to drop smokes for the team, and then Marco ever so patient as well with the sting up, not focusing on the side itself. How has Freeing won that? He's been removed from solo lurking time and time again, and this time he comes up with a double.
Anticipates his opponents into checking his position, and that's just incredibly smart.
Ridiculous.
Then though, for Estrella to try to get to spot Xfera as well, but quickly spotted out, just so quick. 3 kills. Serving all across. Oh, with 40 seconds left, though, that's when they begin to burst into sight. But look at Monyet, able to turn 180. 2 kills found. Mako for the trade. But then you got Cushy back in. Slight with the spray transfer. Crazy guy with the assistance, and it's just Freeing left. DRX completely dismantled as they tried to push up. It's all down to the head.
In a way, you need to open the door. You need to dump some utility to force him on back.
They're trying to creep on over. Footsteps not heard. Monyet does trail back thanks to the Prowler though, but that's the lurk now quickly sussed out. Jemkin with the op. Hyunmin though all of a sudden.
This is where you can get a plant down as Estrella as well. You need to go for the pit after this plant.
Boombot confirms, and there's the pit. Hyunmin is 1 away from Showstopper. Low HP though, so I don't think you really want to deploy it in this round. Clone spotted, and you know Jemkin's right around the corner. You hear them dropping as well. Still marking the position, and there's the first kill. Swaps on over onto the back, but Xfera spins on a dime. It just is Estrella and Bane. They've been spotted out thanks to the dimensional drift, but Estrella onto the shorties. Tries to bring DRX alive once again, and they will continue hanging on by this thread. It's gutting every... Certainly looking to fight for it at the very least. If they can find a pick, then that would be the go signal. Right now, all the sight engulfed in smokes, but Hyunmin to hold all the lines. Triple.
Yep, try and go here yet again. Will it be the satchels for Hyunmin to be sent in? It's the Nightfall's cheekiness. You hear the shows of, or rather the shotgun.
It's all too clear. The Armageddon, though, instantly ripped. It's a little bit too early. The flash is out. Then for Jemkin to try to flush back in. He might be able to hold stairs. It's that much more difficult. RRQ trying to start things off. You got the clone. Oh, here comes Mako. He jumped up. What? Just Jemkin now. And it continues to waterfall over. Estrella and Freeing, they need to survive. They need to bring this round back up alive. Freeing, he's done it. Just down to Cushy. You know exactly where your opponents are, but do you have the kills? He pushes up. 1-on-1. Freeing hiding inside a tree. Just looking for the headshot. Tapped onto the spike. He doesn't see him. Tries to play it safe. Cushy taps back onto it. He's not giving up his position. He's not even thinking about the tree. Behind this corner, the spike continuing to... And there it goes. Mako has to flash though, and it does stall them somewhat. All chucked up inside of tree. And that's when all of a sudden Freeing springs over. The flash coming over, but it's also Jemkin to find the trades right back up to bring things to a 3v3. Hyunmin still hovering around the top of heaven, but it's been spotted. Jemkin, he turns back up around. Estrella then continuing to hover, and he will find the next one. Jemkin eliminates another player once again, and it's just Freeing left.
It's got to be Freeing, doesn't it? The savior.
And he's got all the utility to work off of, but it's KJ utility. Will it be enough? Fake gate crash and out of the dimensional drift. Freeing, considering all of these options. Goes for the tap and the fault line comes out. Tries to hold for the positions now, but Jemkin quick on the wide swing. Instead. So now some possible space for DRX, but oh, the drone. Freeing though, he will take the challenge. Here's Jemkin jumping up and he finds the headshot.
That was the one kill. That was the one player you almost did not want to lose their life as RRQ here.
And with the mid-round adaptation into the B site now, Shrouded steps in, spike plant soon enough, the aftershock tossed over. RRQ, they get themselves into position. Salvos as well, ripped early on.
Smoked Mako.
And he's gonna keep himself alive, but oh, what of this? All of a sudden the kills, they spray all through, and it's just Estrella left. This might just be it. 14-12. RRQ's hunting for it. They stick the defuse all the way to the very end. RRQ with a